Welcome to Zwift Insider's Tiny Race Series, brought to you by ZMSC Sports Studio, the #1 broadcaster in esports entertainment. I'm your host, Nathan Craig, and my co-host is all the way from the Watopian Weekly podcast, the Queen of Yorkshire herself, Holly Bergen. Holly, it has been a big weekend in racing. How are you?
Wiped out. Yeah. Hi, Nathan. How are you doing? I need a coffee, to be honest, but I've got some water, so we're all good.
You can power through it?
Hardcore, keep kicking.
Yep. All right, let's get down and dirty and check out this week's routes. So in this week's series, we've got race 1, Serpentine 8. This is a 5.5 kilometer route, ends on the rise coming out of the Mayan cutoff. So this route is all over the place in terms of road surfaces. We've got tarmac, dirt, wood and stone, but unfortunately no power-ups in this race.
Race 2 is Volcano Flat Reverse, also 5.5 kilometers, ends at the top of the Dirty Sorpressa. We do actually have a Powerup. Sorry, I'm so tired. We do have a Steamroller Powerup on this one. It's all about the final 50 seconds though, as we hit the snaking Dirty Sorpressa, climb up to the top of the Italian village. You'll have a Steamroller, as I said. It's going to be very fast up there, so the riders have got to hit the Powerup well. Oh my gosh. Yeah,
yep.
Go on.
Race 3, we're staying in Watopia for all these races. Race 3 takes us back to the Watopia Flat Route. This is a 5.23 kilometer route, and it ends at the bridge after the fishing village. And again, there's no power up in this race either, so this is going to be a tough one for the riders to hold on to.
Race 4, we finish on the Jungle Circuit Reverse, 6.2 kilometers, which ends at the Jungle Arch, mostly downhill. And it covers just the lead-in of the Jungle Circuit Reverse route, and it also includes the rope bridge, which will be interesting. And no power-ups on that route. Again, what do you reckon to those routes then, Nathan?
They're going to be tough, I can tell you that much. Certainly, bike choices is going to be playing a big part in this one. But to win the GC, riders must race and complete all 4 races. So the winners from last week were John Verm, Nicholas Fournier, and Naofumi Nozaki. But if you're interested in learning more about this racing series, head on over to www.zwiftinsider.com/tiny. You can find the routes published there each week along with all this vital information. So go and check them out. But certainly it's going to be a tough set of races, I think. Bike choices for the first one, the Serpentine 8, given that there's so many different road surfaces. Holly, what are you thinking? Go with a Tron on this one, or change it up and go with something maybe even gravel?
Yeah, I don't think gravel would be my choice. I'm looking at the bikes in the pen. A lot of them have gone for Tron bikes. A few blue Trons, which obviously is the winning colour. I think gravel is too much of a risk. I don't think there's enough gravel to actually make a difference.
So you'd stick with a Tron or something aero on that one?
Yeah, for sure. I'd go blue Tron. There are a few aero bikes just looking around the pen. I can see Darren Branwell. He's on an aero bike, so not a Tron. Interesting choice. Fournier, I think he's on a Tron bike. Nicholas Roach also on a Tron bike. I can see Nozaki. Okay. Yep, a lot of Trons in the bike. It's very bright and colourful.
Excellent. So we do have a few returning riders. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing John Verm in the list here, but Michael Podzeline assures us that he's in the pens. We've also got Aaron Steele, Darren Bramwell there. Yep, as you mentioned, Naofumi Nozaki. We're also looking down the list here at Nicholas Fournier, VC Sirasiba, Nick Roach, Nathan Guerrera is also in the pens there too. Good to see Nathan there. And as I mentioned, Michael Podzeline. So certainly some big hitters are returning for this week's races. It's going to make sure that there are fireworks on each of the routes. Okay, we've got 2 minutes. What's the mood like down in the pens, Holly?
It's
Walking
great.
around the races?
Yep, I've got my mic out, walking around, and Darren Bramwell is saying good morning to people. Nazaki too, say good morning. I guess they must be in Australia. I think I'm right. There's Darren Bramwell is saying evening. Maybe he knows I'm on Yorkshire time. I can
think
see. Yeah, did you say you couldn't see John Verm because he is in the pen?
He is there. Let me refresh again.
I think
good old
he's just
Zwift Power can.
Yeah, I think he's
just joined in, has he?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, he's got to defend his titles from the last 2 weeks, so it would be a shame to see him give that away too quickly. But great to see he's there. Aaron Steele and Darren Bramwell are both Australian, so I'm always going to be cheering them on. Same as Kevin Stein. He is there as well from Australia. We've also got Joshua Haggerty, New Zealand, but we'll take him as an Australian just for today's race.
Because it's just down the road, right?
Just down the road, New Zealand.
Yeah, I do see a few... fair few more new riders, actually, in the pen, which is interesting. I'm trying to catch their names, but... Darren Bramwell says, I just hope I don't cough. So I don't know if he's slightly poorly. That's
okay.
Hope he's all right. Hope you're all right, Darren.
Hope he's okay. Yep.
Yeah. So we've got 30 seconds till the pen drops.
Few US flags there. Yep, that's for sure. But hotly contested. There's no question about this. It's going to be an amazing event and very quick off the mark, I would suspect. I think any sort of breakaway at the start here is going to be definitely difficult to get back as they hit the dirt series or the dirt sections of the route. All right, 5 seconds.
Here we go. Power up. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, so big numbers in the pen. I've got to say, there's certainly lots of riders here. This is going to be a difficult race. Out the pens, and I'm sure that we're going to see Darren Bramwell making some efforts off the front as he typically does. Craig Keogh, can you see Craig there at all in the group?
Just hold, please, caller. Let me just have a little look. I see Nazaki near the front. Aaron Steele is off the front. He's making a bit of an attack, but Darren Bramwell and Podzaline, I hope I've said that right.
Michael Podzaline, yep.
Yes, both chasing him down, really kicking up.
Yeah, you can't let them get away on this one because there is a downhill section to this. As you can see, they're coming in. It's -2, -3% as they come into this. As they hit that dirt section, though, it's going to be difficult to shut down any big gaps. That's for sure.
It's really strung out, actually.
Yeah, Darren on the front there working together. Nazaki's not going to let them go he's on the green Tron, I see.
It's gone green.
Yeah, it's his hallmark bike. There we go. No, Fumi's back on in the live action camera there.
He looks so chilled out. Yeah.
This is his second attempt but his second go at this particular series this weekend. He did it yesterday, and he's back for more. Okay, we can see John there.
He's just taking it easy there.
Yeah, he knows what's coming. That's why he's saving his matches for the dirt section, which we're about to hit now.
Yep,
so here we come around the left-hand here. It's still downhill, so the guys are still going to be in that draft, working together, trying to conserve as much power as possible, knowing that they've got a little bit of climbing to do to come out of this.
There's quite a few falling off the back, actually. Let's see.
Okay.
I know John Verms, he's still there.
Yep, John's there.
He's yeah.
He's doing well. He was actually in the chat earlier on.
We've got an attack off the front here.
Okay.
Deloigne?
Oh, DeLonghi?
Yeah, but Podzaline and EP and Aaron Steele are all hunting him down.
All over it, are they?
Yep.
Orange numbers. Yep. They know that they can't let anyone get away with the front here. Yep. Aaron Steele.
Huge orange numbers.
EP from Canada. Yep. They know that they've got to stay together if they're going to have a chance to taking this one out. And getting the points on this earlier race is key. The legs are fresh, heart rate's down. They're all in the best condition they're going to be after these 4 races to take points in this first route.
They've closed that attack down. There's a few struggling off the back though. So it's definitely done some damage to the pack and their legs. Their legs must be, must be hurting. We've got Podsaline doing orange numbers. He's going to go for an attack. No, sorry, he's hunting down. He's hunting down RB and Bramwell.
Yep. Bramwell's there. RB's just on his 6. Podsaline following them up. Third degree there, Lewis. Now, I noticed that we've got a couple of new riders here, and Elijah Lewis is one of them. From Nuna.
Numbers.
It's good to see, some fresh riders, fresh faces.
Yeah, new blood, new victims.
And Nathan Guerrero has just mentioned in the chat that unfortunately he's had a last-minute change of plan and hasn't been able to join this particular race. So that's a shame.
I was looking forward to seeing you smashing it, Nathan.
Yeah.
Other Nathan. Although I'd love to see you race this, though.
Oh, no. That's not something I'll be doing anytime soon, I think. Lewis is there. Looking down the list, we've got, I want to say, and I'm just looking for some names here. Bouchard Hall, no. Coming down the list, Lissick. Kenneth Lissick there on the front. Nicholas Fournier, Henry Lai there as well. Maitland, Roach. All
We've got
in
an attack
that
off
group.
the front again. Is it Aaron Steele? Let me have a look. Yes, Aaron Steele. And Darren Bramwell has a nice, cool hat. I want to know where he gets his hat from. It's a Union flag hat. Nice. I approve of that. But Darren Bramwell is really kicking some numbers, and Lissick is hunting him down. Do you think Lissick is going to attack straight over the top?
It could be that way. We've got 1.4 kilometers to go, so this is going to be over very quickly, especially with these speeds here. 376, 363 watts. Podsaline's in the mix. Lewis is there. He want to make a name for himself. VC Sirasiba, John Verm, they all want the points.
They all want that moment of fame. There's no power-ups either, so...
No, that's right. This is all raw what's going on.
I like it.
We've got some cheering going on for John Verm. John has a bit of a following now on the in the chat. Noel Batty.
Nice.
Hello, sir. All right, John's there. Bowen, Lewis. Can Elijah do it? Can he, he's maybe the first time he's joined this? I'll have to check the stats there. Can Elijah take out the first win on his first Tiny Series race?
That would be really great to see.
Lissick, Podsaline. Here we go. VC Sirasiba. We've got some orange numbers here. 500 meters to the finish.
Nice. Look at those numbers.
All cooking.
Oof. I can feel their legs burning.
Nozaki is there. Podsaline is into the front. He knows what's going on. They're all out of the saddle now. They're all pushing. 300 meters. Nozaki, Verm, Henry. The line is getting stretched out. Tired legs now. Naofumi's out of the saddle. Pushing hard. 100 meters. Can he do it?
I think
Podsaline's
John
in the front.
Verm is going to take it.
Podsaline.
Yeah.
Can Verm take him? And I think he has. He might have just got him on the line.
Yeah. Saw him go past Podsaline just at the line, I reckon.
I think he might have gotten it. Martin says, John is coming, watch out. And I think he might have, you're right, Martin, I think he might have taken it on the line.
Yeah. Podsaline
Michael's already
nice
jumped in.
Job to Verm.
Yeah, I think, Verm got it.
He's in the comments. Yeah. So.
He got me, he says. All right.
So how are you typing, Michael? How are you typing? Because
that's impressive, isn't it?
It is impressive, yep. To function at all after that,
Yep.
Yep.
To even see straight, let alone work out thumbs and fingers.
Yeah. So,
and not only is he typing in Zwift, but he's also in the chat as well, typing there and giving us direct updates, which is fantastic. It makes our job a lot easier. All right, waiting
so
for the. Yep, you've darted over to. Where is our second race? Yep, you've jumped, you've dusted down, wiped the dirt off. You're back over to the Volcano Flat Reverse.
Yep, 5.5
this is also
kilometers.
Yep.
Steamroller.
Now, the Dirty Sorpressa is a deceptively difficult little kick, isn't it? It's not all that long, but it does pitch up to 5 and 6% on those little hairpins.
Yes, and I think it lasts for 30 seconds. I'm sure someone in the comments will correct me if I'm wrong.
And Michael says it's all for the fan base.
Rooting for you, Michael. Yeah.
Michael does do a good job of hanging around with the fans afterwards, signing autographs, taking selfies. It really does work. He does love working the crowd.
Let's have a go. Right, I'm in the pen now.
Nathan, we saw Nathan signed up and we're hoping to see him race, but unfortunately there's been a last-minute change of plans. So I think he's heading to do some outdoor intervals.
Outside? Why
outside?
What is that? What is outside? I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Nathan, can you explain? Nathan Guerra, can you explain what outside is, please?
How do you get the trainer outside? That's what I want to know.
I think you just like lift it and carry it, don't you? Maybe?
With a really big extension cable.
Yeah. Pixar, it didn't happen.
All right, looking down the list, I can see that we've got some updates here from Zwift Power Live. Yep, John Verm in front there, taking out first position. Michael Podzeline in second. Henry Lai in third. Nicholas Fournier in fourth. Naofumi Nozaki in fifth. Ned Bowen in sixth. Anderson Pauplin in seventh. Aaron Steele, congratulations, that's a great race, in eighth. Jackie Trong in ninth. And Charles Leberge? I want to say Leberge. That sounds...
Leberge, yeah, we'll go with that.
Intercontinental.
Oh, Darren Bramwell says he had COVID last week. Is this a good recovery ride? Wow, Darren.
I wouldn't have thought so.
No, I wouldn't have recommended this as a
way of just getting back in the saddle.
Yeah, Cat A tiny races, really? Wow.
Well, I guess if it doesn't kill you, it will only make you stronger.
Apparently, yep.
All right.
Darren says, excuse me if I don't sprint. Maitland says, yeah, he had Ebola yesterday. I'm not sure that's completely true.
Oh, gosh. Once you're competitive, you're always competitive.
Is he just like reading... Yeah, and Matt is saying, take it easy to Darren. That's really nice. I like the camaraderie in the pen in these races. It's really good atmosphere.
Surprised Aaron hasn't turned around and said, well, I was dead last week and now I'm back. Is this the best race for me?
Yeah.
Holly, Peter needs to know who your favourite is for race 2.
Oh, gosh. Yes, Peter. Where is my head at? We'll go with... Hold, please, caller. I'm going to decide during the first half of this race, I think, depending on who does an attack.
Who does it? Who's the first one to do an attack gets your vote.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you get a ride on from me, that means like you're my favourite or one of my favourites, because as we all know.
And we do know that a ride on from Holly is the equivalent of about 50 extra watts.
It is facts right there. Yeah.
So don't just hand them out willy nilly. You got to wait strategically to hand them out just at that right moment.
That's it. Yeah. It's like an extra power up.
Peter says it's hard to choose it now that Craig Keogh isn't in there.
I know.
I'm going for, as I typically do, Aaron Steele and Darren Bramwell. Fellow Australians, great to see them in the mix. Unfortunately, as you mentioned, Darren isn't feeling the best. But so, Aaron, my hopes are resting on your shoulders for some excellent results in the coming races.
No pressure there, Aaron. But,
Yeah, that's right.
Win it.
But win.
Yeah.
It's a tough crowd, though, with John Verm, Michael Podzeline and Henry Lai and Nicholas Fournier all taking out the first 4 positions with Naofumi right on their tail in 5th. So definitely it's a crowded podium, that's for sure.
Michael Podzeline is saying in comments, really torn on bike choice. So in the comments, which bike would you go for on this one? It does end at the...
hang on a second. He's really torn on the bike choice for this race, but it wasn't a question in the last race.
Which bike did he pick for the last race? Was it Tron?
Wow, good question.
Possibly?
Might have been. Because this one is all, except for the Dirty Sorpressa at the end, which you'll get a Steamroller for. This is this is all sort of tarmac.
Yes. I reckon full on aero. We'll go with safety bike. So I've asked in the pen what bikes they're going for. John Verm says safety bike. Maitland says village bike. What? Not really sure what that. Darren says gravel or buffalo.
I don't think they're giving you the correct information here.
I don't think they're being very accurate with their bike choice. But a fair few Trons I'm seeing, some aeros. We've got 1 minute till the banner drops.
Michael mentions that he's going with the Pinarello, so let's see how that goes. But there is some suggestions that the Venge with the discs could be the other alternative if you aren't rocking the blue Tron. Better colour on the Pinarello, says Ned. Oh wait, Ned Bowen's in the race and chatting as well, so he's not letting Michael get away with all the fame. Ned's trying to cash in on this as well.
Ned's signing autographs as well. Pinarello last race. Oh, Michael says he picked the Pinarello.
Oh, okay.
Venge.
So
he's going for the Venge. Yeah.
Oh, right. No, okay. With the discs?
Don't know.
Can you go and stick the microphone in his face and just check that stat?
Let me just check. Yep.
The Venge. I must admit, that's what I raced. The Venge. Okay, race 2 underway. Out of the pens. Still got some good numbers here in terms of the people that are wanting to compete for the general classification over all 4 races. As I mentioned earlier, you must complete all 4 races in order to be considered a winner across all 4 or the series for the week. You can't snipe a race and then expect to be crowned a winner at the end.
Yeah, you have got to do all 4 because otherwise I'm not happy and I call you out. But we have got an attack by Michael Podsaline off the front. So I'm going to give him a ride on. That's for you. And Darren Bramwell is right on his wheel. They've got a bit of a break going on here.
Yeah, with Caldwell. So we haven't seen Caldwell before. Good to see that. Nozaki is just tracking them down in the on the green Tron. He knows that this little drag coming out of the downtown Watopia here will bring the group back, and we can sort of see that happening there. I do like how he's sort of matching a little bit here with the yellow kit and the green and the green Tron there, so it's good to see. And I'm also spying he's got some other kit hanging up just outside of view on his right hand side there too. So maybe in the coming weeks, if we can get him to jump on the camera again, we might see some other kit.
Interestingly, Caldwell hit his Powerup, which was a Steamroller.
Just saw that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's going to be interesting at the end because he is trying to catch on with Podsaline and Bramwell, but he is not on their draft. He's almost there. I think he's going to make it because he's been kicking some orange numbers, but he does not have a Powerup for the finish.
And that Powerup would have done him no good at all on the tarmac.
No, you only hit it if you're on the gravel.
Yep, gravel or dirt.
Yeah, dirt.
Okay, race lead there. So we've got Michael Podsaline there pushing on the front, but the group has come back together. We've got a smaller group here on the front, maybe 8 or 9 riders. But you're right, Holly, that group is really stretched out now.
Yeah, look at them. There's quite a lot of gaps there.
Yep.
I think they're going to close it down, though.
Already some tired legs.
Let me have a look. I think there's about a 5 second
still in the
gap.
front. Yeah, Fournier there, Nozaki, Roach, jumping forward. There we go, Lissick. I wonder what he's thinking there. Yep.
I gave the front 3 a ride on, so that obviously gave them extra power to get a bit more of a gap.
Extended that gap quite considerably.
Michael Podsaline in the chat, quite how he's typing, I do not know, but he's saying go go. So that's
it looks like he wants that group to work together and try and gap that second group coming up even more than they have. So there's 5-second gap. They are pushing very hard on that front. I can see that. There's roughly about 7 or 8 riders I can see in that front. But we've still got Michael Podzaline in the front, pushing with Darren Brownwell. I think I can see Caldwell there from Canada. Looking through the pack. There we go. Lissick, Brownwell, Podzaline, Caldwell, Nazaki. All the heavy hitters in the front. John Verm there. Bowen, Steele, Fournier. All vying the second win. And the all-important points that come along with that.
Who has saved enough watts for the finish? That's going to be the key. And where do you hit your power up?
I would think you'd be hitting that just at the bottom of the Dirty Sorpressa to try and maintain that power, maintain that speed as you kick up the climb. Hopefully iron out all the bumps and dirt there it's going to hold them back.
Yeah, they're about to go down off the volcano now, around the bottom.
Around this little hairpin here. Yep.
Yeah. So if you were smart here, you'd definitely get in the draft and recover as much as you could do. Although it is all still brutal.
It is hard, especially with Bowen on the front pushing.
We've got two slightly off the front. Sorry, Nathan.
You're right. Bowen there on the front with Lissick. Still pushing hard in the front. Now, as we said, I think we saw Lissick using his Steamroller Powerup very early on the race. So it's going to be very interesting to see how he does fare when the orange numbers start flying around. We have 2 kilometers to go. This will be over in the blink of an eye.
It's going to be interesting.
Okay.
I'm quite interested to see, actually, because he's not going to be able to hit the power up and the others are. So we'll see the difference the power up makes.
Now, John Verm played the last race just perfectly, and I wonder if he's going to try the same thing again and sit on second or third wheel and then just storm over with raw power on the finish. Now, unfortunately, because this is a custom finish, we don't get to see the banner, but we'll be calling out the distances as they get closer. We've got just under 1.5 kilometers to go, coming towards the Dirty Sorpressa, which is a short series of dirt road before they get up to the village. And the finish banner is at the top of the Dirty Sorpressa.
Just looking at John Verm here, he's drafting excellent because he's not right at the back, but he's maybe 8th or 9th position, which is perfect because when you go into the Dirty Sorpressa, you need to use the catapult effect to get yourself up there. What is that colourful? There's paint on the road. Somebody's got a tub of paint and splashed it on the road. What is going on?
It's part of the World Series on at the moment, the Zwift World Series. So there's a lot of markings on the road, a lot of colourful paint to be seen. Watching Nazaki there, we've got 700 meters to go. Here we go. We've hit the dirt section. We've already seen one steamroller. A bit early for mine, I would have thought, but let's see how that works out. Nazaki is there, Bowen, Steele, Lissick. We remember Lissick has already used his power up. It's going to be a tough ask for him. There we go. We're starting to see the power ups now. As they hit the climb, it's going to hit the 4 and 5% coming around the front. Bowen, orange numbers, Podzaline there as well. Nazaki out of the saddle. Steele, Fournier, all orange numbers. Can they hold on? Coming around the corner. This is where it pitches up, and it's going to be brutal. The power numbers they're putting out here are outrageous. 14 watts, 15 watts, 11 watts. Nazaki, he might have this in the bag. And I think, did Fournier come through on Nazaki at the end there? Wow, I didn't catch the winner there, Holly.
No, it was so close. I don't know whether that was a photo finish or... That was so close. We have to wait till the Zwift Power results.
Just watching Elijah there, DeLonghi, Molino, Jackie there. Finishing up, bringing it through, letting the dust settle, letting it clear. Got to go clean it out of the Di2 gears now. And yes,
it was interesting to watch. Is it Caldwell who did not have a power up, and he was hitting orange numbers by I think he would have been definitely more in the mix if he'd have saved his power up.
If he'd held on to that, yes.
Yeah, because he was
Ned-
hitting the numbers, but he was just dropping off because that's how much of a difference the power up made.
Correct. And especially when they're all using it at the same time. Ned Bowen is asking for a photo. So it sounds like it was very close. I don't know what the comments are down in the pens there, Holly, but maybe someone can tell us who took that one out.
Just checking. Just
Michael Podsline says half a second. Oh, Michael may have taken this one. That's going to be fantastic to see. Ned Bowen says pods by a mile. All right, just waiting for some updates to come through here from Zwift Power before we get a chance to confirm that. Looking forward, though, the riders now will be considering Watopia Flat Route. So we are, for all 4 races, we are staying in Watopia, which is going to cut down on the flights and mileage, that's for sure. Watopia Flat Route, 5.2 kilometers. Again, this is all going to be tarmac, except for the, I want to say, cobble towards the end.
I don't think the cobble will make that much difference.
No, that's right. And there's no power up in this race either.
No power up. Yeah, I do like it when there's no power up because you've got to use tactics a lot more.
Yes. Michael says he's just thanking you for the ride on. That may have tipped him over the line to take that one out. Okay, we've got some updates here. Michael Podsline in first position. Here we go. Race 2. Ned Bowen in second. Naofumi Nazaki in third. Nicholas Fournier in fourth. Aaron Steele. Congratulations, Aaron. In fifth. Philip Caldwell from Canada in sixth. Nick Roach in seventh. Kenneth Lissick in eighth and in ninth. And Darren Brownwell in 10th. Well done. So Michael Podsline is sitting quite well on the front there, ahead of John Verm, which we haven't seen for the last few weeks.
Yes, quite a lead there actually. 25 points. Podsline is ahead of John Verm, so he's got some work to do if he wants the third. It would be his third win in a row, I think.
Third win in a row, the hat trick, if he was to get this one.
How much
and of course,
does he
Nicholas
want it?
Fournier and Naofumi Nazaki are hot on his heels. There isn't much of a gap difference there. 450, 450, 455 and 465. But you're right, Michael Podsline is streaking away at the moment. He's got to be happy with that. And I think he's even taunting John Verm in the pen in the chat there. Verm, let's go. I think he might be trying to organise a breakaway for the next race.
I think that's what they were trying to do because I saw some comments during the race. How they are able to type is quite incredible, but there was definitely tactics going on, which I love.
Yep.
So
I think in these short races, you've got to do that. You can't wait around. You've got to organise a breakaway, get a group together, make a go of it almost straight out of the pens. You can't wait for them to group up, catch everyone napping.
Yeah, you definitely.
Michael says, I would never. I'm finding that very hard to believe, Michael. All
Darren
right,
Bramwell in the pen says, Michael bossed that break. I just held his wheel.
Well, certainly it looked like Michael was the one that was the lead instigator in that breakaway. He was very fast onto the front, and it was a catch-up for race for a number of the guys who were in that first group.
It's definitely it. Yeah, Michael, it's great in the chat, in the pen, sorry. I'm wandering around with my mic. I'm just offering them cups of tea, so here you are, head cup of tea.
Slice of pudding?
Slice of Yorkshire puddings don't work that way. You can't slice them. You add gravy to them. You can have them cold and add a little bit of sugar to them. ESRT will have a team plan for sure. Niall Batty.
Yep.
2 sugars. Matt's asking for 2 sugars in his cup of tea. Sure. Milk, I'm guessing, in a mug, yeah? Brilliant.
But tell me though, have you actually got a little tea trolley? Please tell me you got a tea trolley and a little apron.
Of course I have.
Just clanking around.
Yeah.
All right, we have 1 minute and 50 seconds before race 3. Now, the big question is, though, can the other riders do anything about the gap that Michael Podsline is opening up? He has a good 25 points ahead of John Verm. I wonder if John is trying to figure out how he's going to combat this.
They've got to do some tactics to catch him up. But this is... I kind of love back-to-back races. You know, well, there's 4. So back-to-back races, because you can work out... you have a break in between, and you can work out who needs to do what, work out the points and things. I like it, yeah. So Watopia Flat Route. Yeah, no Powerup again, remember? That's
right. Again, this is all tarmac except for the end. If I was reading the... riders will need to decide if they attack earlier on the ramp out of the ocean tunnel onto the dirt, or sit in and wait for the pack finish. Well, you're right there, Eric Schlange from Zwift Insider. It's going to be an interesting one. I think it's going to be the same as the race we just saw. We are going to see a really early group try and bust that up and go hard at the start. Really make it difficult for the rest of the riders to either stay on or catch up.
It's going to be brutal. I would not like to be in the pen right now with 15 seconds to go. Already your legs are fried, and then you're thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to go again.
2 more times.
Yeah. All right, power up, people. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, I didn't pick my favourite, did I?
Well, let's see who does make a breakaway first, and we can try and allocate some much needed kudos. All right.
News from the pen. John Verm has not left the pen.
Uh-oh.
Yes,
See what we can do about trying to find out some information there, yes. But we are looking at Bowen there. Bowen, Fournier, and I'm expecting to see, Michael Podsline in the front. Puplin is also pushing up. Jackie, VC Sirasiba, and RB as well. Yep, as we predicted, that group is going to stretch out. And you're right, absolutely. John Verm is in the pen. I wonder what has happened there.
Technical, virtual puncture.
Maybe. The chains come off?
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, it'll be the cup of tea. He's still drinking his cup of tea, probably.
But of course.
Yeah. His Yorkshire pudding.
Could we be seeing a protest about that, do you think?
They'll start with their...
Niall's suggesting that he's giving everyone a head start.
Yeah, I think he is, Niall.
Okay, we are about to clock up the first kilometre in the race 3. Yep, he's giving a head start. Lissick is there, Henry Lai, Podsline. Now, I would have thought there'd been a bit more of a push on the front to try and open that up and force a breakaway, but it looks as if fatigue is starting to sit in, and a few of these riders are happy just to group up, use the draft as much as possible, and work with the group. But just having said that, we've now got Podsline on the front.
Yep.
Yeah.
Caldwell
again on the front. Yep.
They've got matching jerseys.
Just on his 6.
Palm tree jerseys. Do you think they're working together with their palm tree jerseys?
Look, it could be. I'll have to see what teams are in. But let's see what's happening there. But you're right. The downhill into the tunnel, the underwater tunnel. Lissick, LeBerge, Caldwell, RB's just on their 6 there. Nozaki, he's not letting them go. He's definitely in with a chance of taking out a podium spot in this GC.
We've got somebody off the front, Deloigne. Yeah, he's going for it. Nozaki's chasing him down. Nozaki doesn't look so fresh now. Good job, Nozaki. Brilliant.
Yeah, the shoulders are hunching up a little bit there, aren't they?
Yeah, he's putting in so much effort. Kudos. Let me just...
Yep.
I'm going to give him a ride on because that must burn. He's holding
he
Delaney's
backs it up.
wheel, though.
Yep, he backs it up week after week too.
He does. He's incredible, really. They are definitely pushing on the front, trying to create a gap, but they're not actually creating a gap. They're just... Yep. No one's letting anyone get away.
No, they're all bunching up and using that draft as much as possible. Just looking at the list there, so I think I've said this last week. Noah Fumi, Aaron Steele, and Darren Brownwell are all part of the Cheesecake Cycling Club. So there'll be a little bit of chat going on behind the scenes there, I suspect. We've got Herd looking down the list there. TFC, yep. ESRT, Nicholas. But it's going to be a bit of a shame to see John. Oh, here we go. Some fire socks are going off.
Oh, love the fire socks. But you do not race with fire socks on. Number one rule.
Got to take them off.
John is... Yeah, just don't ride with socks on. It's less washing. John in the comments says he's got a headache and dizzy after 500 metres in race 1. Oh, so he's not well.
Oh, okay. Well,
right,
we
that's
hope
the
he
right
feels better.
choice. Yeah, DNS definitely. That's not...
Yep.
Yep. Health first always.
Yep. We might see him for the 4th race, but that takes him out of the GC contention, unfortunately. Okay, the little ramp up out of the underwater tunnel. This does pitch up to about 2 or 3%. We can see there on the corner map in the top right-hand corner. It's not enough to hurt, but it's enough to stretch the group out. And tired legs will really start complaining here, I would suspect.
And you have to be on wheels at the top because it does go slightly downhill just after the top.
Yep.
So if you lose wheels, you've got some work to do.
Difficult to get it back on. Yes.
Bramwell, Delaney, Cordwell, Edwards is pushing.
But the numbers are staying reasonably sensible at the moment. Coming through this dirt section, they're going to come across the bridge, the wooden bridge. Again, no power up in this race either. So this is all going to be coming down to tactics, just as Holly said. It's going to be a question of who's going to kick first and can they hold that kind of power.
Nazaki is second or third wheel. He's wanting it bad. Come on, Nazaki. I think Nazaki might be my new favourite because there's no Chris, so I gotta pick somebody. And if you're willing to get on the live stream on our little video feed, then kudos to you because that's not an easy thing to do.
No, let us know if you are interested and you do want to join us next week, and we can get a camera out to you and we'll get you on the stream, set you up. John has just added, we've just found out the reason John is not feeling the best. Apparently he had too much sun on the golf course today.
Oh, goodness sake. Is
So
he like...
it's a little bit self-inflicted then. Okay, we've got about 600 meters to go. All right, breakaways are happening. Nazaki on the front there, VC Sirasiba, Nick Roach as well, all pushing. Lissick is not letting them go. Podzaline is right in the mix too. But Roach knows that this is his race. He wants to take this one out if he can. At 8.99, 8.6. VC Sirasiba, 300 meters to go. But is that Podzaline screaming through there? Nick Roach,
This is
Aaron
going to be
Steele
so
in the mix.
close.
Caldwell there too. 200 meters, 100 meters. Podzaline, Fournier. Is it going to be Steele though? Can Steele hang on? Or is it going to be Caldwell? Oh, this is going to be hard to see. Podzaline, I think, took that one out.
I think it could have been Podzaline too. Matt's just said he said, sheesh, Holly, I'm 55 years old. So I hope I'm as fast as you when I'm 55, Matt.
Age is just a number.
Exactly, yeah.
Yep. Michael's already saying straight after that win, he waited for his eyes to uncross. He's already saying to John that he hopes he gets better.
Matt says I should be your favourite. I could have two favourites.
Okay, so Michael's giving us the inside scoop on that one. Caldwell looks to have taken out first position in race 3, followed by Nazaki and Podzaline. So, wow, that was you could have thrown a piece of paper over all three riders. That's how close they were. And
it is tricky to see when you don't see the actual finish line.
Correct.
So it's hard to know when you actually cross the line, even on fan view. So yeah. And hey Georg in the comments, the group ride is going great.
The group ride. Georg is a solid B grade rider. I think we've got to get Georg into the mix.
Yes. Next week, Georg. Join the pens.
Yep.
Get on your bike.
Join the pens.
Obviously,
At the very least,
I
you'll get two things. You'll get two things. You'll get a cup of tea from Holly and possibly a ride on.
If you're lucky, yeah.
All right, looking forward. This one is going to be extremely difficult, I would think. Jungle Circuit Reverse. This is the longest race of all four. And I do like what Eric's done here. He's left the hardest one to last. It's going to be keeping every rider honest in this race. So Jungle Circuit Reverse, 6.1 kilometers. Again, no, was there a power up in this one? I'm just double checking. No, that's right. No power ups except for race 2.
It's interesting because it includes the rope bridge, but the rope bridge is not
at the
near
end.
the finish. The rope bridge is about halfway through, I think.
Yeah, halfway. Well, but it's at the top of the climb though, so yeah, that's going to be a hard one. Oh no, sorry, it's on the down. So yeah, that little. It's only maybe 100 meters as you climb out of that rope bridge, but it does actually pinch up quite a lot. You're going to have to put some hard numbers down to make sure you don't get dropped there.
Yeah, I think it's about 8%. You go down, obviously it's a rope bridge, that's how it works, but then you go up and it's about 8%. So that's going to take some watts. And then I'm pretty sure at the top of the rope bridge it starts to go down, maybe -3-ish when you get to the top. So if you're not on wheels, again, it's going to cause some gaps. So it'll be really interesting.
Yeah, it's going to make it really difficult. Now, Michael might be suggesting here that an aggressive breakaway could work.
Yeah, well,
although he might be saying that to throw off the pack. So a little bit of misinformation.
Tactics, possibly.
I do like it. Okay, race 3. Philip Caldwell there. He was absolutely correct. And Naofumi Nozaki, congratulations on that second. Michael Podsley in third. Aaron Steele in 4th, Nicholas Fournier in 5th, Charles Laberge in 6th, Darren Bramwell backing it up after COVID in 7th, Kevin Bouchard in 8th, Nick Roach in 9th, and Anderson Pulpland in 10th. So looking at the leaderboard there, Holly, Michael is still in the front, but I think Naofumi is trying to close that gap.
Yeah. Well, John didn't race 3, so the leaderboard has all changed. That's interesting.
Yep.
Podsley and Nozaki. It's 30 point. He's got a 30-point lead, but it's still all to play for because that gap can close so fast.
Especially if Naofumi was to take a win out on this one, it would make it very close.
It's interesting.
Michael's suggesting that downhills bring laziness. I don't know. I'm always partial to a good downhill. I'm not going to say no.
I like downhills. They're great.
Yeah.
You can attack downhill. Attacking is the new climbing.
Yep. That's what all the cool kids are doing.
Yep, that's what the cool kids are doing. Attacking on the downhills.
That's right.
Live from the pens. An aggressive break can make it work, Michael says. Yeah. Live from the pens, Darren says, last race, let's do this. And Matt says, good luck all.
So it sounds like the energy levels, or at least the emotional energy levels, are still high. I wonder how the leg levels are feeling.
Let me just take my mic around and check.
Michael Podsaline says that as a bigger guy, downhills are fantastic. Yes, Michael, I'd have to agree with you there.
And if you're lighter,
especially if you're tall. If you're lighter, that's a difficult story, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to pay attention. It's all just tactics, though. You've got to race to your
strengths.
Yeah, race to your strengths. Yeah. So I've just asked them, how are your legs? Do we use legs? Interesting, says Darren.
He's bought his second pair.
Yeah.
He's just
Plug your
bolting along
drill
at the
in,
moment.
Darren. Niall says,
the racing legs are out.
Niall, yeah. So Niall says, yeah, I love downhills. Niall is being sarcastic because he does not like downhills. I'm going to give a shout out to Niall. Good job, Niall.
Yep. And thank you to everyone that does join in the streams week after week. It's great engaging with everyone. So if you're new to the stream, say hello. We'll give you a shout out. But certainly Georg there, Niall, Bren, we saw earlier, that Holly person's back. So
and Lisa as well.
Yeah, Lisa Hopkins.
Yeah, hi. A shout out to Lisa. She's a great rider. She did a race earlier on actually, in Cat D in the women's race. So she did awesome. She's super good. I'm so she inspires me because she has so many setbacks and she just keeps getting back up and fighting.
Just keeps pushing.
Kudos to you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's exactly what it's all about. Doesn't matter if you win, but as long as you're participating, you can't lose.
Yeah, I suppose, except when I say you're first loser.
That's what you tell me all the time. I get like third, I'm really happy with it. And you're going, oh, second loser.
Yeah. I might stop that now. But anyways, we've got 25 seconds to go.
Everyone does it to me. It's okay. Yeah, we were looking at it is all downhill. Well, except as you said, a slight rise coming up towards the rope bridge, and then we've got that pinch just as you exit the rope bridge, and then it's again downhill. So I expect that we're going to see Michael absolutely storming to the front on this one.
They're going to believe in it all out on the road. And again, John has not left the pen, so I'm quite pleased that he hasn't, because health first. So shout out to you, John.
Hopefully he's feeling better.
Yeah. We've got a little attack from Nazaki off the front. He's hitting some orange numbers. There's a few. Bramwell, yep.
Yeah. He might be thinking already that he needs to get to that front as a lighter rider. In actual fact, I think Nazaki would be the lightest rider in this group. Looking down the list.
RB hitting it. 570 watts. Oof. They are chasing it down though. Cordwell is putting in orange numbers. I'm going to give Cordwell a ride on because he is doing outstandingly. He's really hunting that front group down. Especially
in the last race too, coming first. Bouchard there, Bramwell. Who else is in that front group? Podzaline just marking everyone. Nazaki is, he's done his job, so he's just going to move to the back there, like the experienced rider he is, and just sit in and try and, recover. It's exactly what he's doing there. We can see it on his face. Trying to get some deep breaths in. But DeLonghi on the front, Bramwell, RB, Podzaline, the one to watch. This is his little series to lose, with RB, Bouchard, DeLonghi, Caldwell. But watch out for Nicholas Fournier though. Fournier. I'm having a hard time. I've not had a lot of sleep over this week, and there's been so much racing and podcasting. It's been a big weekend.
Yeah, you have done an amazing job, you and Damon and everybody this week. It's been...
Well, and you have too, certainly. We can't mention too much about it, but your efforts this weekend have been super impressive.
Oh, yeah. Thank you to everybody. But yeah.
All right. Lissick, Bramwell, Podzaline, all pushing to the front. Bramwell, he knows that he needs to be pushing this group if he's going to in with a chance to get some points here. But Lewis is not letting him get away. Nazaki is still there on the green Tron. Bramwell and Lewis all on the front. EP back in the mix. Here we go. 1.8 kilometers down. We've got the longest race of the this weekend series, which is 6.1 kilometers. All downhill except for that little kick.
Yeah, but they keep attacking over the top.
I know.
Sorry, RB, yeah. They keep attacking over the top of each other. It's really interesting. And they're actually coming up to the rope bridge soon, because they'll go round to the left, round to the right, and on the minimap you can see it, the rope bridge. So they'll go down, straight back up again, and then I'm pretty sure it's -3 after the rope bridge. So you've got to pay attention.
It does rise here ever so slightly.
It's gonna hurt.
Yep.
Oh,
So we
going
saw it
down the
just-
rope bridge though, you
Yep.
should be at the back and use the catapult effect to get up the other side. So it'd be interesting to see
So
what happens. RB
use
has
that
just dropped
draft
off the
there.
back though.
We did put a
Yeah.
big turn on the front there.
Yeah,
Sorry to
RB's
see
gone.
RB, yeah, coming off the back. Another fellow Australian.
We've got who?
All right, Lewis, DeLonghi,
Wait.
Steele there. Great
we
to see Steele.
go.
Here we go. The rope bridge, all wood. This is going to change the rolling resistance. It is going to be difficult as they come down. You're right, Holly. They're going to be trying to use that draft slingshot effect. But DeLonghi is really pushing off the front there. He's opening up a small gap just ahead of Steele, just ahead of Lewis. But Bowen is not going to let them go, though.
Yeah, orange numbers, great to see. Is if you are off the back on this bit, you can't. It's very difficult to see the riders in front of you because of all the dust and things, and it gets in your hair and your eyes and things.
Yeah.
So it's really hard
In
to
the glasses.
Yeah, the glasses. You've got to have some goggles or something to be able to see properly. So, but I think everybody is on the group as far as I can see. They're all in the mix.
Yeah, there hasn't been too many dropped. I would have thought there'd been a bit more of a, an elastic sense of the group stretching out, but it seems to be that everyone's really working hard to stay attached.
Sirasiba is dropped. Kevin from Dirt, he was there, but he's got dropped. Yeah, it's a tough race. You've really got to kick.
Over halfway now. Steele on the front there. Lisick, Nazaki. I think he's really eyeing off trying to nail a first for this last race. That could really set a cat among the pigeons with Podsaline.
Podzaline's hitting 8 watts per kilo.
He
We've
doesn't
got
want to lose
Darren
this one.
Bramwell off the front, 7 watts per kilo, 7.8.
Can he hold on though?
Oh,
There's
he's
still
created a
2
gap.
kilometers to go.
He's making them work for it. If they want it, they've got to hunt him.
They're going to chase him.
Yeah, they have.
But
It must
Lisick
be his
there
jersey, I reckon, because he's on
trying to
his, palm tree
Close
jersey.
that gap. Yeah, that could be it. That could be it.
Yeah,
He's thinking of beaches and pina coladas, perhaps.
that's it. Yeah, sitting in the sun, enjoying his cocktail. Yeah, that's what he's thinking of right now, I'm sure.
That's right. That's exactly what he's thinking of.
Yeah,
Deck chairs and surf breaks.
absolutely.
But
Yeah.
DeLonghi's still in the front there. Lisick, Podsaline.
Nazaki's hitting
PCP
orange numbers
still in the mix.
too. He wants a bit of that
Yep.
action.
Yep.
The palm
He's not
trees
going to let
and
them go.
whatnot.
He has changed
No.
bikes, interestingly. It looks as if he may have gone with the Venge and the discs. The DT
Yes.
Swiss. In actual fact, I'm seeing a lot of discs now that I recognise that. But we do have a blue Tron on the front there. Question is, Holly, have you given some ride-ons to the group in the front?
I have been giving them out like Smarties because to do these many watts after 3 really hard races
Brutal
is
races.
epic, absolutely brutal. So I've been giving them all ride-ons. Well, I say that and then I've probably missed somebody and they're probably going, well, you didn't give me one, but
That's it, I'm not
I've been
racing the series
trying
again.
Yeah. So if you want a ride-on from
meters
me,
to go.
here we go.
Do a breakaway.
Nazaki's
I've got a good sense about Nazaki, but I think he's got a kick, and he's got to kick hard. All right, Bramwell's there. Lisick, Podsaline is eyeing off his 3rd win, I think, if I remember correctly. Bramwell's not going to let them get away, though. And here we go. Orange numbers are kicking up. 300 meters to go. We've got Sumner, Lisick, Bowen, Nazaki. Oh, but Sumner is absolutely drilling this one. 100 meters. I think he has taken this one by the scruff of the neck and said, this race is mine. Podsaline is behind him, looking for those points. And we've got Bowen in the red kit. Caldwell. Nazaki, can he take
go on,
Caldwell?
Nazaki. He's giving
think
it
he might
all.
have. Oh, the head was
Wow.
down. That was everything he had.
Nazaki left it all out there. You can tell, that was
He
incredible.
is spent. Yeah, look at that. He is done.
Wow.
I'm really hoping he looks to the camera and gives us a wave.
Maybe. So he's over in Japan.
Okay. Yes, yep. So he's in Japan there, which is about an hour earlier than when I got up this morning, and I got up too early.
Yes, you did.
Didn't miss my alarm clock. I obviously set my alarm clock too early and was up an hour and a half earlier than I had to be, unfortunately. But that's okay. That's how excited I was to get in on the series. Nozaki looks like he may have Bowen, Nozaki, and Podzaline. There we go. Michael's given us the inside line. Just waiting for some power numbers to update. Zwift live power numbers. Here we go.
I still find it incredible that Michael can actually type and not spell things wrong. Because, there's no way that I'd be able to type after doing that.
No. Although I must be critical, and he's not using capitals, so... Is that wrong of me?
It's not a school day.
All right. So Ned being as gracious as always, and congratulating Pods and Nozaki there.
Yeah, but great job, Ned. Great job.
Okay, so I've got some preliminary results, but I don't know if they're locked in yet. But it has Ned as winning that one. Ned Bowen, Naofumi Nozaki, and Michael Podline in third. But I was just looking back through the results, and Bowen, Nozaki, Pods, there we go. So Ned took that one out. Well, that's why you're so gracious, is because he won. It's easy to be gracious when you win.
Great job, Ned.
Philip Caldwell, Aaron Steele.
Here we go with the results.
That's it. This is what we want to see.
So I
think we all know who's won this one.
Yeah, waiting for the Michael Podzaline. Great job.
Yep.
How did he do that? He was typing like, what do you have for breakfast, Michael? Can you do you have Weetabix or Shreddies, or what do you? Because I need some of whatever you're eating. I need some of that. It's
raw power and maybe mixed with a little bit of I don't know, steel. Is that something you can consume? Michael's saying it's 5 p.m. over there. Yep, it's beer time, he's saying. Maybe he was having a couple of beers while he was riding too. That would be impressive. Typing, sprinting, and cracking a can.
Absolutely. That's what all the pros do, right? I've seen them on the Tour de France when they drink their champagne around Paris. I want some of that.
That would make it so much more enjoyable, wouldn't it?
Drinking champagne whilst racing.
Yeah, just as you're riding, just straight out of the sneak back to the car to get another bottle of champagne. It's a sticky bottle. Then you push up again to the front.
Yeah, Bailey's is quite good too.
That's your choice.
That's my choice. Yeah, I didn't even have any ice, and I had some Bailey's. It was so good.
Michael's saying he may have had a cheeky one for lunch as well, so that could have given him the extra carbs he needed to carry this one out.
Yeah, extra watts. I'm telling you, it's yeah. Are we just? Lisa says Holly's raced with me previously drinking Baileys.
So it is all true what we've heard.
That was true. Yeah, it was the Alp. Lisa, she's so funny.
And wait, so you were
it was the Alp
knocking
TTT
back at Bailey's
Christmas.
with ice, or just straight?
I don't know.
Just raw
probably
dogging
just
it, were
the
you?
Bottle with the straw. Probably, I don't really know, but yeah, on TTT Christmas when they do the Alp. Yep, that's always a good laugh. I mean, I'm pretty sure I got to the top. It definitely wasn't a PB, but whatever. It's fun and games, isn't it?
Well, I know we did a beer crit. Oh, and we should organise another one where we had to race the Glasgow crit, but you needed to completely drink one can before the start of the climb, and you couldn't continue riding until the can had been finished, and then we had to do that 4 times. And that is surprisingly difficult. That was actually quite hard to do.
Breathing and drinking. Was it?
Beer, full strength beer.
Oof. See, that's fizzy, and it's all. See, Bailey's is not fizzy. You see, you need to consider your alcohol choices.
Oh, okay. I see the strategy there.
Yeah.
Although the milky taste, the milky creaminess of it would be, leaving my mouth kind of that tacky feeling. Or it doesn't do that at all. No?
No.
Water. Georg's saying we need to get water on this. Yeah, okay. Yep. Should we be organising alcohol and blood tests before the start of these races, or we're happy to let them go?
Well, Niall says, I don't think Holly has ever raced sober. I can tell you now, Niall, I have. As you know. Michael says,
you did that yesterday.
To believe that I did, yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Your first time.
Yeah, the first time I've raced sober yesterday. Need to get WADA on you guys. Oh God, Georg, yeah. I don't think I'd pass, but anyways, there we are. Michael says, cheers all, thanks again. OG Zwift Power verified here, now I feel old. Yeah, Michael's Zwift Power verified. Yeah, in my defence, so am I. So, are you Nathan? How is your tick hunting going?
It's coming along. I've submitted some paperwork, I've pushed some buttons, and I'm waiting on a call back.
Okay. How long is that going to take? Do we still have Nathan Guerra in the chat?
No, I think he's back out on his mountain bike doing interval training.
Okay.
Which is what I saw there. So maybe it's a really nice day outside and he's opted for that. But hopefully he'll be back for the next series next week.
How can it be
good to
daylight?
see.
Because it's dark here in Yorkshire, so surely in all the parts of Yorkshire it's also dark. No? That's not how...
Is that everyone's in Yorkshire?
Yes, everybody's on Yorkshire time. Yep.
All right. I'll quickly give you the update. Although if Michael is still in the chat, Michael, which he's saying Guerrero is a traitor. Michael, which time zone are you in the US there? That might give us some indication because you said it's just turned 5 o'clock. So,
Michael, the answer is Yorkshire time.
Yorkshire time.
The answer to
and what time is it over there?
Yorkshire
It's
time.
like
New York. Yeah? See, I'm telling you, Yorkshire time, New York. It's the same thing. That's what he's put. It's in New York.
Just because it has York in it. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. Nathan Guerra is a night owl. Yeah, we all are, Niall. Right. We all are night owls.
Yeah.
It's 11 p.m. here. Yeah. So are you looking forward to some sleep?
Sorry, yeah, I've not had very much sleep. We were watching the Iceni race series. For me, it was last night. For you, it was probably about 5 hours ago. But that was fantastic. We saw Jill. I can't think of the last name. Jill Pruitt. Thank you.
Yes, she was amazing. I just want to talk about Jill because she is outstanding. She races for South Africa and she's awesome. And she raced yesterday and then she did the Iceni series today in Cat A and won it.
Yep.
And I was so proud of her. And Lisa too, like I said, she raced it too. They're so amazing. I was supposed to be there, but I gotta be honest, I was not in a fit state.
A little bit tired?
To race. A little bit tired, yeah. My legs do not like me, but So
I feeling better about the world now.
We'll find out tomorrow when I do another race.
If you're watching this, give ZMS Esports Studio a like, a subscribe, drop a comment, let us know what you think. But also the Iceni race series is there. So go along and drop some comments in there as well. Give a shout out to the ladies that were racing. It was a fantastic effort by them and a wonderful broadcast too. So top notch, A1 quality. Do yourself a favor.
Yes.
Ned says thank you. Thank you, Ned. Thank you, Michael. No, Fumi.
Ned's just...
I hope to see you next week.
Yeah, Ned's just after getting to be my... Look at that. Thanks, Nathan, Holly, and Damon. You're welcome, Ned. Thank you for joining, because without people racing, there wouldn't be a race. So
it'd be very boring of us. It'd be us talking, wouldn't it?
It would just be us talking, although that would be quite entertaining too, I think. But yeah, back to the Iceni ladies. Like, everybody who shows up to that race, even if you get dropped, like, you know, even if you're last, somebody has to be last, and it's just amazing to watch the women's racing. Today it was sprinting, I think. I did watch it. And Emma Martin, she's outstanding. She's on I was taking notes. I was like, oh my gosh, how does she do this? She's superb at commentating.
Emma
on the
is
Iceni.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of podcasts, Ned, if you haven't listened to the Watopian Weekly, you can find them on YouTube at Watopian Weekly. Holly does that each week with Dustin. So you can go along and listen to them. In actual fact, you've got a podcast coming up this weekend. Is that correct?
Yes, it's Saturday. I am losing track of what day it is. I am really struggling. I'm a disaster today. But anyways, yeah, we record tomorrow. But also, I have heard of this other podcast. It's got like a blue logo. What's it called again? Something about handlebar, something like that. And there's like a quiz, and if you lose the quiz, then you've got to do a challenge. And who's got to do the challenge this week?
I do, in actual fact. Unfortunately, Rob, Zwifty Bain, my co-host on the In the Drops podcast, did win the quiz. It is a live quiz for those that are wondering. You can join in live. We have a live stream each week. And he won, which means now I have to do a challenge. And this challenge is going to be racing in stage 2 of the Pinarello powered Z Racing series. Oh, there we go. There's a big logo.
There we go. Look at that. Love it.
But I've got a race with no hands on the handlebars.
Yeah.
So
I have
Nicholas,
heard
thank you very much.
Sorry,
I was just saying.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Yeah, I have heard you're going to take off the what they call the play controllers, so that you can use your power-ups and steering and whatever it is that gears. They do, and change gears. Yes, but I can't wait to see that, because my challenge last week was to do the ringer, and that was like awful. And then I didn't even realise that you could actually like hear me, and I was like watching that.
Oh, you didn't realise that?
No, I didn't realise that. So that was really funny, because I was like, oh, I got the star, and I was so happy I got the star. Like,
for the last effort too. Of all the efforts, you get the star on the last one.
I got the star on the last one. Yeah, I was so proud of myself, because that was awful. Like, it was just, who invents these? Who invents these?
The challenges. Oh, the workouts. I know, right? Someone who's very upset.
Somebody who hurt them, because it was.
Who hurt them? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. So I did it. But I'm never going to do the ringer again, because it was awful.
Can't do it again.
No.
Niall's just reminding us about the Virtual Velo podcast too.
Oh, yes.
So that is a fantastic one with Christopher Schwenker. So go along. I'm hoping that's Christopher's, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
Chris and Emma's.
Yes.
I know. I'm sure it's Chris and Emma's, that one.
Yep. So go and have a look. They are on... Well, you can go along to the Zomanique website, zomanique.com, and you can find that podcast there, as well as I think it's on Spotify and a number of other podcasting platforms. So, but I was just saying goodbye to Nicholas, and thank you for racing. It's always wonderful to see you in the mix there. Hopefully we'll see you in the winner's jersey next week.
Yeah, the yellow jersey, and I hope John gets better.
He's feeling...
Just checking if he's commented anywhere. Yeah, John, you made the right. Yeah, if you're feeling dizzy, you need to stop. You made the right decision, John.
Yeah,
I'm not a doctor.
You don't.
There we are.
You don't want to be falling off your bike at these speeds.
But do you think he wears his helmet? Maybe.
It's mandatory, isn't it? I thought they all did.
I want pics. Well, Nozaki wasn't wearing his helmet.
Wasn't? Yeah, we might have to get him to put a helmet on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's another fantastic race series done for this week. It'll be interesting to see what Eric Schlange comes up with for next week. www.zwiftinsider.com/tiny. So if you're interested in joining in the race series, we'd love to see you. Go along. That has all the information there. But in the meantime, if you haven't given ZMS Esports Studio a like, hit that subscribe. Leave us a comment and join us next week. It would be fantastic to have you come into the stream. Holly, as always, wonderful commentating with you. I do look forward to this each week. It's quite a lot of fun.
That's not what you said before the show.
Shh. I'm just happy you found your headphones and you could hear us.
Oh, wow, yeah. I'm just happy I woke up in time because I haven't been doing a right lot today. But as always, it's been a pleasure. And thank you for getting up like super early. I don't know when you sleep, but yeah.
Yeah, sleeping's entirely underrated.
Yeah, it is. But bring on the next week because...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All
I might
right,
race,
Holly,
I sent you next week.
Say again, yeah. ZRL starts next week, so that's going to be fun. But in the meantime, I will, we'll catch you all in the next race series.
Bye.
Bye.